Hello and welcome to the Dirty Dough admin tutorial video. The purpose of this video is to give you the general information about the Dirty Dough admin portal and show you how to navigate it. So first thing is obviously to navigate to the website, which is admin.dirtydoughcookies.com/login. Once you arrive at that page, you'll enter your email address and your password and log in. I now want to give you a brief overview of the Dirty Dough admin portal. Keep in mind that steps further on down in the build out checklist will include videos on how to go further in depth on the Dirty Dough admin portal, but for now I want to start with this tab up here. You'll notice it says Welcome Wade Rasmussen. That's because I have used my username and password. If you add a user, it'll have their name there. Now this tab up here in the top, at the top middle, will allow you to switch back and forth between your store locations. If you only have one location, it's only going to show one, but if you have multiple, you can jump back and forth. So for example, I can go from Pleasant Grove over to Vineyard. Now, just to give you some brief information on what you have here as far as tools on the admin portal. So starting out here at the top, the Dirty Dough logo is essentially just the same thing as the home button. If you click on that, it'll take you home. So if you ever get lost, click on home or the logo. The rest of the tabs here across the top, you've got shop, which is where you can buy cookie dough, toppings and fillings, starter kits, look at your month's order, uniforms and swag, packaging, or you can just look at all the products at once. The second tab is My Franchise. You can choose your preferences, look at your orders, add users, or look at your build out checklist. We've also got the data analytics coming soon, which will give you the data for how much cookie dough you should be ordering. The news tab is essentially going to give you the newsletters and any corporate updates that we send out to the franchisees. The knowledge base tab will have links to all the different documents and in-store posters or anything of that nature that you'll want to use for your in-store operations. It's also going to have things such as the build-out guide or the opening and closing checklist. The corporate admin you won't have on your admin portal. Obviously, that's only members of the corporate team have that. And then the franchise support will be, when you click on that, it'll be the link where you can submit suggestions, questions, or requests for help for corporate. Now some of the other basic tools you have here, this is your cart. So if you do any shopping here and buy cookie dough or packaging or uniforms, you'll be able to come over here to your cart and see what you have you're about to purchase. The search bar here, if you click on that, you can type in anything you want here and it'll take you directly there. You can sign out, and then this button here just switches you back. Okay, so if you want to buy cookie dough, you're obviously going to be able to search between all the different types of cookie dough. Right now the pictures aren't on, they shortly will be, but you'll be able to see the different types of cookie dough. Now when you want to purchase something, you can either add it directly to cart, which when you click on that, you'll see that an item has now been added to the cart, or you can click on View Detail, which will give you more information about the product. Now this is especially important because this is where you'll be able to not only use the arrows to click up or down on how much you want, but you can highlight it and type in however much you want there and then just click Add to Cart. This isn't quite as important on the cookie dough as it is, for example, the packaging, because you'll be ordering the packaging in such large quantities. So for example, you can come over here to the 6 box, and if you add it to cart, what's going to happen when you click on the cart is you'll see the 6 boxes here, but when you click on it, you can't highlight it and type it in. You'll have to just manually click those in, and nobody wants to sit and click up to 1,000 or however many you want. So what you would do is you would take it off using the delete button. You come back over here, click on View Detail, and that's where you would highlight and you would put the 1,000 in. So continuing on with the shopping process, let's just do a quick mock order. So let's pretend we're going to add blueberry lemon, caramel apple pie, the Buckeye brownie, and strawberry shortcake. So we're going to order a box of each of those. Then we're going to come over and we'll go to packaging, and let's order 1,004 boxes as well. So I'll go to View Detail, and I'll come here and I'll click 1,000 and hit Add to Cart. Now you'll notice when I come up here, it's going to say 1,001 because I actually clicked just Add to Cart. And so if I wanted to do an even 1,000, I would just click the down arrow there. Now, similar to that, if I wanted to add more blueberry lemon boxes, I would just increase it here, or I could decrease it there. That's going to give me a sum total here at the bottom, and then I'll hit checkout. When it takes me here to checkout, it's going to have cart, details, and payment. The cart is going to show me what all I have in my cart, obviously. The details are going to show what address it's being shipped to and how much it is. And then for payment, and you would get to payment by clicking continue at the bottom, you'll come here and just choose the form of payment you want to use to buy the cookie dough. Please note there's a 2.9% processing fee for non-ACH payment methods, meaning credit cards. So please take note of that. Once this happens, you'll hit place order. It'll confirm your order, and then you'll be able to check over here on orders, and it will show you where you submitted an order. This is a previous order of mine here, but you'll be able to check here and see what you've ordered. Okay, so moving along into the other features, when you click on My Franchise, you can go to Preferences. On Preferences, you can put delivery preferences, which are basically the delivery instructions. So, for example, on Vineyard, I have a digital lock on the back door, and the code is ... It's going to have the address information over here in the owner, a way to reset my password, a way to turn notifications on or off, and then payment methods. Now if I want to add a payment method, I'll click on Manage Payment Methods and just click here. That will allow me to enter in the payment information and to click Submit. Now if I want to go back to choosing a default payment method, I'll just go into the ones that I've already uploaded, and I can choose to make it a default payment. I can also choose to delete payment methods. I already showed you this feature too, just a way to look at your orders. You just go to orders and it'll give you the admin number, the date, whether it's been shipped or not, and the amount. Next up is adding users. This will show you any users that are on the account. If you want to add a user, you just put new user, add their name, their email. That's going to send them an email to prompt them to create an account. Next is the build out checklist. Now, the build out checklist is the list you need to be following to build out your entire store. Currently, there are about 98, just under 100 steps. There's going to be a lot more as we continue to progress. But you'll notice here to the side it says outstanding, awaiting review, needs attention, and complete. So essentially, anything outstanding is going to fall under the outstanding items tab. That means it hasn't been finished. Once you have finished it and submitted it, it's going to go to awaiting review. That means somebody on the corporate team has not reviewed it yet, but once they do, that's going to drop down to needs attention or complete. If you did it correctly and we have all the necessary information, it will turn green and go under complete. If you weren't able to get all the information necessary, it'll turn red and go under needs attention. It'll have notes from the corporate team, and you'll just need to go in, revise, review, or update based on the notes that the corporate team member leaves. Next up is the News tab. This is where you're going to be seeing the corporate newsletter as well as any other updates from corporate. For example, on August 8th, Dirty Dough put how to find an ideal location, just an article there just to give you some extra information. The next tab is the Knowledge Base tab. This is going to be very important to use because you're going to have things that pertain to the build out as well as the in-store operations, such as the build out guide. It's a 42-page document that contains the interior design and the build out guide that you'll need to give to your general contractor. Opening and closing checklist, confidentiality agreements. Most of the documents that you're going to need will be found here in the knowledge base. And as previously stated, this last tab here, franchise support, is essentially how corporate and the franchisees will communicate with each other. So you'll be able to choose a topic here. That's going to enable our admin assistants to route your request or your suggestion to the proper person on the corporate team a little bit quicker. Then underneath here, you can type in whatever it is you're needing to communicate, whether that's a suggestion. So there you have it. That is the Dirty Dough Admin Portal. Pretty simple tool, but very, Very important, extremely useful. We're very lucky to have it. Again, just a quick recap. This tab is where you'll switch back and forth between store locations. Here's where you can tell who the user is that's logged in. Your home tab, where you buy all of your cookie dough, your toppings, your packaging, how you adjust settings for your franchise. The news tab, the knowledge base tab, and then the franchise support where you can submit inquiries. This is your cart, your search bar, and how to switch back and forth between night view and day view. Same basic things here on the home page, ways to buy things, quick links, and franchise support. Thanks so much for watching, guys.